This is section 5.1, part 2. We left off with finding the greatest common divisor. So let's talk about least common multiple. The least common multiple of two or more natural numbers is the smallest natural number that is divisible by all of the numbers. To find the least common multiple, again, you find the prime factorization. You take every factor, not just the ones that they have in common, raised to the highest power. So least common multiple, greatest power, least common multiple. And form the product of these numbers. Okay. So find the least common multiple of 144 and 300. So 144, we need the prime factorization. 144 is 12 times 12. 12 is 3 times 4. And 4 is 2 times 2. So 144 is 2 to the 4th power times 3 squared, it looks like. All right, now let's do the same thing for 300. We need the prime factorization, or the factor tree. Let's do 3 times 100. Again, it doesn't matter which numbers you start with. 10 times 10. 2 times 5. And 2 times 5. So what does that give us? We have 2 squared times 3 to the 1st power times 5 squared. All right, I know that you're having, hold on. I know on the screen you can't see that 5 squared, so let me write that a little bit smaller so that you can see the whole thing. Let's try again. So 2 squared times 3 times 5 squared. There we go. Now we got it in. All right, now to find the least common multiple, we need all of the factors, not just the ones they have in common. We need all of them. So they have factors of 2, they have factors of 3, and they have factors of 5. Now, to find the least common, we need the greatest exponent. So let's take a look at 2. We've got 2 squared and 2 to the 4th. The larger of those is 2 to the 4th. And you do not add the exponents. I do not want 2 to the 6th. Look at the 3's. We have a 3 squared and a 3. The larger exponent is 2. And I've got a 5 squared and nothing. This one does not have a 5. So the largest of those is going to be 5 squared. So you would multiply those out. And I don't have a calculator handy, so I'm going to cheat and go to the next slide, which is going to give us 3,600 is going to be the least common multiple. All right, solving a problem using the least common multiple. This is a word problem. A movie theater runs its films continuously, and I already told you I need to use the least common multiple. One movie runs for 80 minutes and a second runs for 120 minutes. So what we need is the least common multiple for 80 and 120. So, both movies begin at 4 p.m. When will the movies begin again at the same time? So that's a least common multiple word problem. 80 is, what, 8 times 10, 2 times 4, 2 times 5, and 2 times 2, which gives me 2 to the 4th times 5. And let's look at 120. 10 times 12, 2 times 5, 2 times 6, and 2 times 3. So this gives me 2 to the third times 3 times 5. So we want the least common multiple, so we need all of the factors. Least common multiple. We've got factors of 2, 3, and 5. Least common multiple, we need the greatest exponent. Look at the 2's, the larger exponent is 2 to the 4th. Look at the 3's, the larger exponent is 2 to the 1. And look at the 5's, the larger exponent is 5 to the 1st. So multiply these out. Again, lack a calculator, I'm going to cheat. And that is, what is it? 240. Now, guys, the answer is not 240. The question is, when will the movies begin again at the same time? So when you're doing these, make sure you read the question and answer the question. 240, that's 240 minutes, because what we're doing is in minutes. So we need to figure out how many hours that is. So divide that by 60, and that's 4 hours. But that still doesn't tell me the answer to the question. It says, when will the movies begin again? So if they started at 4 p.m., 4 hours later would be 8 p.m. p.m. would be the answer. Make sure you answer the question that it's asked. And your homework.